Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I have been working really hard on this game this week, and the majority of the week has been spent dealing with bugs and issues and the game not working the way it should. Because basically I've been putting the game together in pieces. So I'm learning GameMaker Studio 2, and I'm learning something new, whether it be how to throw a ball or how to run a route or how to animate a character sprite, and I'm building the project from the ground up. And so as you start to do that, you begin to lose the organization of the code, and they call it object-oriented programming, where everything is structured and laid out properly so that you can quickly index and find things, right? And they all make sense. So my code hasn't been doing that. So I was running into some issues this week with the code, and basically I got to a point where I was just like, you know what, the ball's not coming out of the player's hands anymore. The receiver wasn't even catching the ball or moving. And so I had to spend a lot of my time that you guys can't see. It's behind the scenes, things that just took days to work on. Luckily, I had some time off this weekend for the holiday, but it's been quite a week. So with that said, I have a long video that I wanted to share with you guys that shows the entire week plus an extra day, because I added in some gameplay at the end, so at least you had a final, just a final, I guess, version of what the game looks like. So you can give me your feedback. And please, about feedback, just put as much as you can in the comments. I'm reading the comments. If you guys think it needs to be changed in any way, or the game doesn't look right, or you think the throwing mechanic is working or it's not, just anything that you see in the game that you think is worth providing feedback, I'm listening. Okay? And then also, I'm going to be continuing this series. It takes quite a while to do the editing for this video. This was a long one, so it took longer than usual, and Camtasia was not working for me for some reason. My computer was very slow, and I'm not sure why. So anyways, I'll try to put these out once a week. If I can't get to it once a week, worst would be every 2 weeks, but stay tuned. And hope you guys enjoy this game and watch. You guys can watch it evolve. So hang in there. It's a long video, and hope you enjoy it. Subscribe, like, comment, and peace. Hey guys, what's up? It's Monday night after a long day of work, and I am working on player buttons, trying to drop some sprites. I'm just doing this to have some life in the game, and also some placeholders, and to get some experience. But I'd like to work on icon passing at some point, so having these icons here is a start. But yeah, I'm just doing my thing, working hard, and trying to do this at nighttime and seeing how far I can get. So we'll see where I go from here. Just trying to wrap up here for the night, working through some of the path issues I'm having with the wide receivers running their routes. So I'm trying to work on that. Not sure if I can get it done tonight, and then I'm going to hit the sack because I'm kind of tired. It's Wednesday afternoon, home from work early today. Yesterday I really didn't get a chance to work on my game, working in a job, and also doing this part-time, plus a family. You know how it goes. But I am excited because I'm going to be working on a few things tonight. One of them being the player art again. I'd like to get the animation going, as you can see here, where the running cycles look a little bit more detailed. And I'm also going to be adding in next, as you can see, the motion when the player is moving down on the screen. So I'll keep chugging away at this, and then we'll keep on grinding. Here comes the fun part, trying to break down and organize the game's code. Because right now it's been prototyping things and the code is a little bit spaghetti at this point. So I'm trying to do what they call refactoring, and I'm breaking out the game into more of sequences where you have huddles and pre-game, post-game, positions, etc. So just taking some notes here, see how that goes. In addition, I'm also going to be following along this video here and watching Sean Spalding, who, if any of you guys like GameMaker Studio and are interested in learning more about it, well, this guy's really one of the top instructors out there. I'll put a link below right here for you in the description if you guys want to watch his channel. And he's teaching me here about state machines, so I can learn more on how to really organize the code. And with the more advanced games, you have to break it down. If not, you're going to have this huge mess of code that you really don't know how to work with. So I'm having a lot of issues with my routing and things like that, so I'm trying to see if I can learn more and add some skills to my my set here. So we'll keep on going. I want to watch this, and I'm probably going to hit the sack, so talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, working on some new jump animations tonight, and also trying to fit in a shadow for the game. And I'm trying to work on the icon passing, but it's not really working right, so having to deal with that. And then just taking some notes here again because my code isn't working correctly. The ball's not being thrown anymore, so something has gotten hosed up. And I'm having a hard time figuring it out, so hopefully I can start to refactor the code and get organized and jot down some notes and see if I can come out of this on the right side. So here's some animations I'm doing with the older art. It's a little bit high res, so it looks kind of newer looking, but I just wanted to mess around for my own training and in case I want to go back to it. And then I'm also messing around with the old art here because I'd like to put a jump sequence in. So, the art is something that I may or may not be able to do myself, but I'm giving it a shot. And I mean, realistically speaking, the way that it works is that you get stuck on things and you try to go take tutorials and read the reference manual with, GameMaker or how to really design a game. And then for me, I just go back to the art when I'm thinking or I have, I want to just not think about the code for a moment. And it's given me a good break in between sessions. So a lot of you guys out there who who do indie development, who have messed around with doing your own games or programming, you should you can relate because this is something that really burns your brain. And then here I'm doing more of the icon passing, just trying to figure out a way to do it and see if I can get these guys moving the right way with the icons that I had built earlier on Monday. And yeah, so this is some behind the scenes for you guys, just knocking stuff out, making progress. I had a productive week so far, and I hope to just get out of this refactoring mess that I'm dealing with. So we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, it's Friday night and I am ready for the weekend, 4th of July weekend, and I'm just refactoring some code here, trying to fix things with the game and just dealing with some issues with passing and when the players go. One thing in GameMaker, when the receivers are on a route or any object is on a route and a path basically, the players normally have what they call speed in a speed variable in the game, but when you're on a path, it turns into different types of variables. You have a limited set of variables, and I'm putting these receivers on basically a pattern and a route, and using paths in GameMaker. So when I do that, I'm limited to what I can use, and I lose some of the things I normally use for objects that are not in a path. I'm also working on trying to add phases into the game. So like you have your pre-game, your post-game, halftime, adding in like pre-snap, regular, in the play, in the actual play, play calling. So I'm trying to rebuild the entire code base, and I'm spending the entire part of the weekend doing that. So I don't have that much to show you guys this week. And so it's just been it's been a tough week dealing with these code issues and all these choppy pieces of code everywhere. So I'm really building back up from the ground and trying to have a final code base that has all the pieces and parts that I think I'm going to need for the final game. But obviously, it's going to grow. But without this foundation, I'm going to be having more issues and struggles. So this is key to making the game enjoyable. So we'll keep moving. Saturday, and I have a full plate on my schedule here. I need to continue working on the game phases and trying to complete as much of that as I can, building the code from the ground up and trying to add in the cosmetics to the game, making sure that the game has the rules and the pieces that it needs to to become a real football game. So right now I'm laying out the foundation, putting in the properties, the variables, the classes, the certain scripts, and making sure that the game starts to flow from pre-game to play calling to pre-snap to the game being in play. I started doing that yesterday, but today I'm really trying to fix this out and build it out. So I'm adding a whole bunch of new objects to the game. And then I'm also still trying to fix this throwing bug that I have. When I throw the ball like lands on the player and then it just shoots out for some weird reason. So, just fixing code and trying to make this thing fly, basically. So that's pretty much it. I'll be working on this for the majority of the day, and then hopefully I don't work too late. See how it goes. All right, so it's late. It's about midnight, and I've been cranking away at this all night, just busting my butt on this, man. And hopefully I can get this done. I knocked out everything that I felt like I needed to do, so tomorrow should be a more productive day. All right, it's a 4th of July weekend, Sunday morning, and I am working on a few bugs that I'm going to show you here. It's right before 9 a.m. and I'm getting my day started. So here's the first bug. If you look on the receiver, he's pointing to the right when he starts his route, and then when he finishes his route, he's also pointing to the right. So I need to fix that. I also need to fix the cursors, right? When the ball lands, the red and blue cursor the yellow and red and blue should all go away. The red one is your landing target meter or cursor, and that's the one that should stay. But that's one of the issues. The other issue with throwing is when you see how you see the red target still there, and basically what happens is if you hold down to throw the ball and then you let go, like you want to pick a different receiver and bring the ball back into your hands and not throw it, then the next time you go to throw it, the red cursor will automatically throw or show up in that small spot, right? So it's a little glitchy there. Another thing, last two things I'm gonna work on is when you throw the ball to the receiver and he catches it, the stamina still goes down, and that's not right. And then also the player can't move; he's locked in, and the ball's not really sitting right. But he has the ball. You see the wide receiver ball possessed up here. That's one of the flags I use. So he has it, but I can't move him. And then you also have an issue where if I were to throw the ball, if I just go to throw it, let me do that this way. If I go to throw it, the player icon stays it stays on the quarterback. I'll show you here. You see how the meter's on the quarterback still? So that needs to be fixed. This is just part of doing development. There's always bugs and things that you have to worry about fixing, and those are a few that I'm going to be working on today. Beautiful sunny day, and my wife took me out shopping, and I also needed to pick up some new glasses that I had ordered last week. So just taking a break. When I get back, planning on working on the running animation. Want to make it a little bit more fluid and keep going. Alright, just knocking out this run animation, trying to add a little bit of angle to the run so you can see the knees picking up now, and the front and back. Basically the front legs weren't coming up at all in the previous animation, so I want to make it a little bit more realistic looking, and I think it's coming around. So next what I want to do is try to work on a bug that I've been dealing with for a little while, and I'm also going to be working on a new task system I want to show you next. So here's the final run animation in slow motion so you can get a feel for what it looks like now. It looks a lot better than it did before. I'm sure it's not perfect, but you know, I'm a novice, so I'll just keep pumping and grinding here, and let's see how it looks in the field in a little bit. I'll show you soon. So here's Trello, and it's a new tool that I'm using on the web to manage my tasks. It's pretty cool because it's lightweight and you can basically drag around your tasks. So you put your tasks into cards here, and I have a backlog of all of my pending to-dos that I have for the game, and as I think of things that I need to work on, I basically put them into the backlog and I have my list there. And then if I want to take it and put it into in progress, so here are things that I'm currently working on, things that I'm testing, and things that I've completed. And it's kind of cool because you can do some editing and put labels on them and put comments, and it kind of shows you a history of the things that you're doing. You can put attachments if you want to take a screenshot of something. So if you see a weird bug, you can put notes and put screenshots. So it's a very lightweight tool, and I'm using that now to manage my tasks, so it's going to help. Alright, so the entire weekend and the entire week I've been working hard in this game, and there's so much to do, and there's so much that I'm looking forward to pursuing with this game. It's challenging as hell and it's exciting, but I can tell you that I'm having fun, and I'm getting through things. So I was going to release the video yesterday on Sunday, but I still didn't get enough things I thought done, and I had a few days off from work. So I spent today working on a few more bugs to try to at least show you some gameplay, and then and I've also been editing the entire day. So I'll have a little bit more to do before the night's over, but I want to show you guys on the screen here what I have. I switched up the colors of the players. It's really simple for me to do that. I'm going to be able to code that hopefully pretty easily. And then the cones there, as you see, I switched out the field that I had before, the placeholder field that I had, and I just put a green background with these cones that I created, and they don't look perfect, but I just did them very quickly for demo purposes. So what I want to show you here is basically the route, the receiver taking the route. It's not perfect, so please just keep the feedback
keep that in mind when you give any feedback, because this is just a prototype and there's still things that are totally, blown up with it. But I have it now where if you push hike, it will hike the ball and it will actually have the player run the route. He's running the L-shaped route there, and he'll end right in between those cones, right? So I can have multiple players on the field as well, but right now I'm just doing the basics because I'm trying to start from the bottom up, all right? So if I push A, I have it on the manual passing right now, which is a little bit more difficult. You have to actually throw it with the speed with the blue cursor and the aim, right? So let me tweak that real quick because it's a little bit easier if I do it a different way. So let's just change this to be the automatic target. And then also keep in mind that, whoops, it's not what I wanted. Keep in mind that that there's a couple little bugs going on right now because I switched it to where this yellow cursor, I used to have it where if you hold down the L trigger, it stays on, and then when you let it go, it stays off. So if I do this, it's on, and then I would let it go, and it's off, right? But right now I have it to where you toggle it because I had my son playing it earlier, and he really didn't know how to keep this down and then throw, because when you let go of this, everything disappears, right? Which I worked a lot on on that working. So now I have it toggled to where if you just toggle it, it stays on, toggle it off, toggle it on, toggle it off. So let's reset this. So basically, if you push hike, you toggle it on, you got the receiver running, and then you can throw to him, right? And right now I have it on automatic throwing. So if you just hit the right trigger, no matter where you hit, it'll throw it at the marker. For some reason, the marker, it's kind of weird because the ball's hitting before the marker, and that didn't used to happen. So I probably broke something. So that's all part of making a game, right? You fix one thing, you break two other things sometimes, right? So basically, he's throwing it now. You don't have to worry about the distance. And if I want to throw it to this receiver, I can pretty much get it. Oh, see, that's broken. If he hits it on the ground, he'll pick it up. And this is also broken too. If I leave it alone, you'll see in the debug, he's actually moving. His speed right now is 0.27, right around here. So yeah, it's actually right there. If you look at this 0.27 right there, you'll see, whoops, that's where you see it basically. So that's how you throw it, and then if he catches it, he's got it. The ball bounced around because I think it hit. I think it might bounce every time actually, no matter if I hit him or not. Let's see. But it's starting to become a game, which is kind of cool. This is a drill that I could probably use. I mean, it's not totally done, but it's a drill I can use to see if you can hit him in stride, Oh, missed him, right? So I'm just having some fun here, guys. Been a rough week, long week. I've worked in a tremendous amount. I can't state it enough. I've worked my job at work, and then I've been working on this nonstop. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, so he's running around. It's working. He's getting cut off by the camera there, but I'll fix that. And if you let go, the fatigue, which is in red, and the stamina in yellow will come back. The yellow is more for like sprinting. And I also have dashing. I didn't show you guys this yet. I have like a version of dashing if you push the button. It's not the best looking thing, but I've been messing around with that also. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was really long, but I wanted to make sure I included this last piece in here so you can at least see the latest version. And with that said, I'm not sure how much I'm going to have this week for development. I mean, I go back to work on Wednesday, have off tomorrow for 4th of July, but I'll be working on it part-time as usual, so these videos take a while to do also. So yeah, I hope you guys like this here. All right, so that's it, guys. Long week. Monday was long editing this video here, wrapping it up. The editing software Camtasia I used wasn't really working so well today, so hopefully it gets better next time. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. I know it was long, but I had a lot I wanted to show you. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and peace.